Hi guys, I'm Exact Chaos and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines, playing Green Cities. And we've just laid out this residential area over here that's starting to see a bit of action. What we don't have planned for this area though is some public transport, and I do think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim back this section that I've done, and I want to do public transport in this area. What kind of public transport, however, shall we use? So obviously we've got the very easy stuff, which is the metro. But I want to see if we can't do something a little bit different. I don't want to use cable cars, metros, trains. Tram is obviously a nice one. Anything else? Monorails. If I run monorail through here, which I believe I probably can, at the very least what I need to do is get a bus stop going on. And that might be a little bit more realistic for the size of this area of town that we're looking at. And given that we don't have any other forms of transport operating in this area apart from buses, it may in fact be the right thing to do. So I've got passenger rail running in through here. At some point we could look at jumping the passenger rail and actually running it through, and it might not be a bad idea. We've got some room over here. We can certainly squeeze something. The other thing we can do is we can actually run it from this station. We can run it through there. Okay, we've got some room over here. We'll have to go over the top of some of this, and then we'll run it through there and then in here. But I feel like there's so much happening, unless we run it on this side, where we can actually run it on the ground once we've cleared some of this. So that could be something for us to look into, is running it on the ground over here. See, there's a lot of these guys actually now making their way over here to get onto the highway. So we might see a fair bit of truck traffic running through here. It does seem like that will be the case, but at least what it's doing, it's alleviating some of these other exits that we're dealing with. Whether we want to have truck traffic running through here all the time is a different question, though. The alternative what we have is we can actually run that in here and do another cargo station up here somewhere. That might not be a too bad idea to get these guys to feed into that side. Yeah, I might be happy with doing something like that. But for now, we've got all of this running through straight through here. Potentially we needed to get this one to run straight through. Okay, that's okay, that's fine. We need to fill this in a little bit. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is, if there is public transport infrastructure that we need to run in this area, apart from maybe say a bus station, we need to do so. If we want this to go into high density, and we may well want to do that, then I believe we're going to need to do some proper public transport. So let's have a look. So if we go train, and we do industrial elevated, okay, so we could do this, right? That's a nice central train station right there. So if I plop that there, that looks very good. It feels like it's nice and in the center. We can really high density this up if that's the case. And all we need to worry about is where this is going. But it can run out into that direction. Potentially we can even add another kind of station somewhere over here. We've got some big fires happening, and we don't have any fire department action happening over here, so I'm a little bit worried. This train station is on fire. Where's my fire department? Oh, here they come. Sirens blazing. Anybody else? We probably need to move some more of this in this direction. Wow, look at that. That's some crazy stuff happening over there. Come on, guys, save it all. Okay, so with that station there, I kind of like this. This looks really nice. Really fits in well. It says it's industrial in nature, but I don't really get that. I don't get that from it. But what we'll need to do is we'll need to run in a bit of a line. So what we could also do is we could also run this way. But getting through here, yeah, we could run through. Ooh, could run through here somehow, but there's no train. Ah, unless we tie in over here. Look, we need to feed this and that. We need to feed that, right? This is where it's all happening. And to be honest, the best spot for us to probably continue is to tie or break off of here, try and cross this, run it to the back here. We could even add a station somewhere over here. Yeah, probably somewhere over here, and then run it that way. So let's do that. Let's see how best we're going to run our rail. So if we do that, that is our spur off of it. Think that'll be okay if we plop that right there. But now we're kind of stuck. Wow. Alternatively, if we run there and we cross over here, might be a bit safer. Okay, let's bring it back a little. I don't know if it's going to easily run. Well, that is not bad. Oh, we've actually lost a bit there. So what I'll need to do is we are gonna pause things, and I'm gonna get rid of a piece over here. Oh, I see. And then we are going to run this. Ooh, that is not quite right. I want to run it through here though. Okay, so give me that again, and let's run it on 12. Probably need to snap it a little bit over here. So let's snap it. I want to do some straight sections at least. So let's do a straight section like that. Okay. Okay. Can we run it straight? Perfect. Now what we'll do is we'll tie into that. Okay, so do that, and there we go. That works. That works really well. That works really well. Now Now we just have the issue of getting these two pedestrian bridges to work better. But that works pretty damn good, I must say. This one will have to go over the top, so we'll fix that right now. But yeah, so our transport networks running through here is pretty hectic. Okay, let's just bring this out a little bit like that, so it looks like it's a little bit more natural. There we go. I like that. So there we go. That's done. It looks more natural over there. This is running nicely through that section. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll tie these. This one has to go up to clear it. It doesn't have to clear it by much though, but it will have to clear it. Okay, and we'll bring that one back over there. And then give me this. Ooh. Okay. That's enough. So 18 will be enough. Right. There we go. Wow, that is steep. That's really steep. And this one? I think that's perfect. You do see the lines in each other's way over there. But higher than that, I don't quite know if we can make it work. Are we going to go over the top over here as well? I think we'll have to do it. Let's bring that back and let's try this. So over the top over here. Did that connect? No, it did not. Can I just clear this one out? And let's just try and link it up from this side. There we go. That is steep, man. But I think this is fine. It's just over the top. Like so and like so. So there we go. That's our new rail connection that we're going to run. And we're going to hug it over here. And we're going to probably need to do something. Let's do this. Is that's not realistic at all. Should have known. Should have known. Let's go back. No, I want at least some piers in this area. Go back, go back. Give me that. Come on. You can't squeeze them in there. Okay, maybe this is a better way of doing it. Through there, over the top. There we go. There we go. Maybe that's exactly what we needed. This is actually a little bit, we probably need to put in some piers over here, to be honest. But there we go, run that through there. Okay, up to there, over the top. Okay, and how's our power situation? If we cut that off, they'll be isolated. They will be isolated if we cut that off. What we could do is we could jump across from this side though. So let's do that. Let's basically jump it over here, and that's a little bit higher than I would have wanted it to go. So can I please get rid of that, and let's just go down to kind of like standard stuff. And what we'll do is we'll jump it like that and like that. There we go. There's some power connection straight through there. And there we go. So I'm feeling that if I've got another elevated one, I can plop another elevated one over here, which is good, because that I think is about the right distance for it. So let's see what we can squeeze in here. So let's grab elevated. If we want that, anything else that's elevated? Yes, it's only those two that's elevated. So if we squeeze this one in here, we can probably make it work, to be honest, unless if what we do is run a little piece of road right over here. I don't think that's gonna have enough. Okay, if we do something like that as a little piece of road there, and we plop this like so, how does that look? And then what we do is we tie that in here, and we tie that one in there. I think both of them can work. So let me do that, and then let's grab the rails. Rails. Okay, so now rails. Come on. So that works. And that works. There we go. Got it in there. What we'll do is we'll probably need to now tie that one in on that side. And how on earth are we gonna get people across to the other side here? Okay, so give me a piece of road again. And I think my intention would be to tie that in like so, and in doing that we will have that as a section. And now we can obviously underneath run pedestrians, have them cross over here, and then run this way with a bit of a pedestrian signal. I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's run our peds. Straight up there, yeah, that is good. We can even do it on both sides. Yeah, so run peds straight on both sides. We'll have a bit of a pedestrian crossing right here in the middle. Right, like that, signalized. And then we get rid of this piece, and we run our pedestrian path Oops. Straight through there. There we go. So now they're actually connected onto this train station over here also. And that feeds onto this bus station over here. I'm not sure where the closest bus station is over here, but it has to be close by. And then this one runs in straight on this side in here. Perfect. Well, that was a bit of an undertaking, but at least it is now seemingly functional. So what we can do is we can actually plan a route that runs through this way. Ooh, we've cut off some power. So let's have a quick look at what we are doing. Our power has jumped through there anyway. So if that's the case, what we can do is oops, what's going on? My scrolling is funny. Okay, there we go. What we can do is we'll get rid of this because that's no longer connected. So that is pretty steep bed bridges over there, I must say. It's not a nice pedestrian, not the greatest pedestrian environment, but we've got our rail connection through here with the two stations right there. Low land value, don't worry, we're gonna let's start by setting up a rail operation. Where shall we start this from? So we clearly in need of some more spots. So what I'll do is I'm gonna take that one out. I'll tie in another one on this side. So let's tie something out like this. Ooh, dodgy, man, dodgy. Okay, that's okay. So now let's start that line over there. And ooh, not this one. We'll plop it in there. Plop it in there. Go back that way and finish it off over here. Now let's make it a nicer color. Something like a kind of yellowy color. That's pretty good. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll remove any vehicles. We'll select it. Oh, we only have the one. Let's add two vehicles to that, so it goes back and forth. That's pretty good. Now let's open that up. That'll start operating. People will be loving it. I'm thinking you're gonna need a bit of water connection straight through there, so we'll grab that for you. Immediately have people lining up. Not enough water. You should have enough water now. Immediately have people streaming in over here. That is good. Running through here, that's pretty good. Also, I need land value improvements in this area, so let's get a bit of a nice park kind of environment up and running. At least some stuff for us to make use of. I don't want more of that. Something like this, something like that. Maybe a large tennis club. Something like this. Okay, let's pop that one in there. That's pretty good. It's a nice fit right there. What we're now going to do is we're actually going to fill this up with a lot more high density stuff, I must say. So let's do some more high density stuff right over here. Okay, the other thing we needed to do was get some of our basic amenities right over here. So let's I'm going to slot in one of these guys over here. Probably need a bit of a clinic. There's a small kind of clinic over there. Maybe something like a small hospital, or that's too big. I don't want a major hospital, a funeral home. Any kind of medium-sized hospitals. This one. Yeah, that could actually work, to be honest. Let's plop in that hospital over there. Okay, so that's going on. Now, let's see about a police station. Got something going on over there. I'll do another small one right over here. And then we need some fire action. Maybe right here next to the police station. Right there. Okay, so now land value over here should be much better and people are moving in, doing their thing. Give me a little bit more over here to deal with. So grab this piece. What we'll do is we'll run that straight through there. I'm also going to grab a little bit more of this stuff. Plop that in. Plop that in. Do a bit of that. We've got a fair bit of this over here. What we could do is we could run a small two line one. So if we do something like this, that could be helpful. Some shops and stuff right through there. And then what we could do is I'm kind of thinking maybe we step it up again over here and over there. Let's claw that back just a tad. Nicely done. Area is not bad. Maybe what we'll do is we'll continue this through here. Yeah, we'll continue that through there, I think. And what we'll do is we'll continue this. There we go. We can also then fill in all of this. And potentially even do a bit of that. And this might be getting a little bit far to be fully high density in this area. Maybe what we do here is we revert to lower density. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's revert to a bit of lower density over here. What we could do is we could even tie these two together over here, which is a little crazy. We'll see. We'll see if we need to do that. As it stands, I think we're doing pretty well. That's a higher density right there. So maybe what I do is I fill in, ooh, some schooling. This spot over here could be pretty good for schooling. So we probably need to grab a few bits and pieces for that. Actually, we may do, let me do that over here. Let's do is one school here. And we'll do a bit of a high school, and maybe this is the right high school to use. We'll plop that in there. That's actually going to work pretty well with the old urban fabric that we've got going on. Nice. So this area is looking pretty good, I must say. I kind of like it. Can we fill in some more of this? Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually, that should probably be all high density right next here to the train station. Okay, and what we'll do is on the other side of this we will buffer that with a bit of low density. And then we'll squeeze in some low density here, there, few spots over there, some of that over here. Okay, so we've got some low density going on in these extremities too, and we'll just keep this spot open. Ooh. Now what I'm kind of wondering is if we run some low density housing. Actually, no. What we'll do is we'll run high density in through here, because our rail is going to run through there, and then we can, maybe what we'll do is we'll just trim it back a tad over there and go through like that. So there's some room for it to start turning and running in this direction. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. So there we go. That residential area is looking pretty good. We filled it in pretty nicely, and everything else is up and running. Kind of like what we've done over here. We may do, actually, to be honest, we may actually have to do a little bit like that. Hang on. Get rid of this one just before we finish. Get rid of that and give me a bit of road, and what I'll do is this, and then we'll kind of turn it to do a little something like that, and then again we can even give me a bit of straight line like this, do a bit of that, and a bit of, say, something like that. There we go. Now we can even fill in a little bit more residential right in this area, in the thick of things. So grab this piece through here. We'll do that so that there's a straight walk-through connection over there, and let's fill in. We probably need to do a little more of this over here. Okay, a little something like that, just as a few shops in this area, and then what we'll do is we'll fill in the rest of it. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So the one thing we're not, yeah, that can actually route its way, yeah, but it's not actually connecting up to this very well. We'll see if that gets too busy, what we'll do about it. But I like it. Nice and high density built around a bit of a train station. Over here we also have this train station running. Do we have some action? Yeah, people are crossing over here, doing their thing. Feeding into this area, picking up the buses over there. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's doing well. It is doing well. And this route is getting fairly busy. So we may have to look at some point to upgrade this to some extent. But at the moment, it's not too bad. It's working quite well. There's not a lot of potential for it to get much busier than it is already. It's hugging kind of the highway connection through here. What's going on over here? It's just the timings. We're sorting out over there. This is probably going to start to get a fair bit busier. Wow, that's getting pretty busy. Yeah, so at some point I'm kind of wondering if we get this to come over on this side. Look, maybe even direct bridge at some point, you know? We might have to look at that in the next one, and we could jump this this residential area. We could jump it across over here. What we could do is we could jump it over the top over here and extend that into this one, just so that there's a little bit more to go with. I like it. To be honest, I'm gonna do it now, so I don't forget, and then we'll end the episode. So we don't have a lot of room, so let's go up and cross and down and down, something like that. That's pretty good. Okay, so now at least we've got these that can actually feed us straight across the other side. At the same time, what I'll probably do is I'm going to get rid of this so it doesn't get too clogged up on here, on this intersection right here. And now what we'll do is we'll have to turn it in at some point. But what this can do is it can actually get these guys straight across on this side. So let's run this one. And we'll do something like that, huh? So that's tied in over there. We could even tie it in through this one. So let's run this one straight through up there too. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Let's straighten it up again. So straighten it up like that, and what we'll do is we will tie it in like so. Now you've got some good action over here. We can actually extend this residential area right in here. Things will get quite nifty. These guys can go across over here to get onto that side, which is not quite what I'm after over here, but it is pretty good. So that direct connection over here will help us out a fair bit. And if these guys then run and go down here, so this road itself may in future have to be upgraded to something a little bit more substantial. Oh, we don't have water over here, so let's finally quickly fix that. And then we'll end this episode. That's pretty busy. Yeah, no, all working though. Okay guys, I'm Exact Chaos, and this has been City Silence Exactly. If you've liked it, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thank you, bye bye.